Hello everyone, my name is Koladapu Vijay Venkat. I am studying in RMD Engineering College Chennai, and today I am here to showcase my first mini project in problem solving and C programming. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name is Vijay Venkat, and my register number, and I belongs to the department CSC, and my subject uh, mini project is problem solving and C programming, and my subject code is 21GE101, and my first unit is introduction to algorithm and C programming, and my topic of the mini project is writing algorithm flowchart and the C program for a student mark analysis, and my faculty name is Rajeshwari ma'am. And let me share my project details. My aim of the project is to write algorithm, a flowchart, and a C program for student mark analysis. I have chosen three subjects, that is maths, physics, and chemistry. I am going to take the average of the three subjects for each and every student, and I am going to assign the grade for every student. And a procedure to write. I am going to write a average algorithm, a flowchart, and then the C program. Uh, An algorithm is nothing but a set of instructions for solving a program or accomplishing a task. So, it is a set of instructions that we are going to give to the computer to execute a program. That is, the step one of my program is I'm going to start, and step two is I'm going to give the input of the marks, that is for subject maths, physics, and chemistry. And step three is a formula to calculate average equal to maths plus physics plus chemistry divided by 3. And step 4 is a process, that is if average is greater than or equal to 90, I'm going to print is grade A, and otherwise if the average is in between the 80 and 90, I'm going to print a grade B, and the average is in between 70 and 80, I'm going to print a grade C. Otherwise, that is, if a person got average less than 70, I'm going to print you have failed the exam, and at last I'm going to print a stop. This is the algorithm of the program. If we write the algorithm of a program, it will be a very easy to code the a program. And then next, I'm going to write a flowchart for my program. And if we observe, there are many symbols assigned for each and every uh, text. That is, in flowchart, we will be using certain symbols for each and every task. That is, the flowchart is a diagrammatic representation which we represents a step-by-step approach for solving a task. That is, if you are going to write a program, it is in C. If you write a flowchart uh, a stepwise, it will be easier while we are coding in C. Not only C, in everything, in every program, that if we write a flowchart, it will be easier to write a code that at what step and in what step what we need to write, and next step what we need to write, and next. So I'm going to explain the symbols in the flowchart mentioned by me. A start, I have taken a symbol for the start. That symbol is known as the terminal symbol. The terminal symbol, which is used to start and end up a program. And next, I have taken a parallelogram symbol. That is, a parallelogram symbol is used for giving input and output for a program. That is, here I am going to give the input for input marks for maths, physics, and chemistry. So I have taken a parallelogram symbol. And next, average equal to maths plus physics plus chemistry by 3. For that, I have given a formula. So this is called a rectangle box shape, and this is representing a processing. With it represents a processing. And next, I have assigned a rhombus symbol uh, for if statement, that is if is greater than or equal to 90. This representation of rhombus is for a decision making. That means if my I have assigned that if average is greater than or equal to 90, if it is true, it will be going to be print grade A, and if it is not true, it will be going to the next condition. That is, if the average is in the between 80 and 90, it will be going to the print grade B. And if it is also false, and it will be going to next step. That is, average is in between the 80 and 70, sorry 70 and 80, and it will be going to the print me as a grade C. And if it is also false, and it will take the next step, that is if average is much less than the 70, then it is going to be print of failed, you have failed the exam. And at last we are going to be stop the program. Like this we are going to write a flowchart for any program. I have taken a C program and I have written a flowchart for my topic, that is student mark analysis. Like this we need to definitely consider a certain step for certain I think a certain task. And and next I'm going to uh, that is I'm going to write a C code, and this is my C code for my program. That is if we already know coding sorry I mean syntax for the C code. That is first we are going to write the header file, and that is slash include angular base stdio.in as stdio.h. And then we are going to write the int function, int main function, and then empty parenthesis, and then we are going to open the flower bracket. And then these must be written in a sequential order. If it mixes the sequential order, and the program going to be shown an error. And I'm going to assign a float values. A float is meaning called we are having a decimal value. And I have assigned the float as variable name as max, physics, chemistry, and average. And the rules for writing a variable name is it must start with a small letter, and it must not start with a capital letter or a special symbols. That is at the rate symbol and the divided by symbol, and we are going to see a comma and a hashtag and dollar symbol and so on. We should not start with those symbols. And you must take each and every syntax rule into the, and we need to write the program. And I am also taking average as a float value. If I haven't taken the average as a float, we are now going to get an error. Then and next step, I have taken a printf function. It is this function is used to print a certain value or a thing what we written inside a flower, sorry, double quotes. And these two must be written inside of parenthesis and must end with a semicolon. This is printf syntax. If we fail to follow the syntax, we are going to be get an error. And next, a scanf function. This scanf function is used to take the input from the user, and it also must be written a parenthesis. And this percent %f is called an converter. I mean, character placer, and it is called percent %f is conversion character for percent float. And I'm going to take a comma and ampersand max. Ampersand is used to define the address of the variable where it is in our computer. And at last we need to be end with a semicolon. Similarly for I'm going to write for a subject physics and chemistry. And then I'm going to give the formula, that is average is equal to a parenthesis uh, max plus physics plus chemistry and closing the parenthesis and by divided by 3, and it must be ended with a semicolon. And then I'm going to give a printf function, and it must be written inside a parenthesis. And double quotes, and a backward slash n represents that, and I need a next a new line. I mean, if we are going to be end this line, and I needed to start my text in the next line, and I'm going to be print an average, a semicolon, and I have given a space, and percent 2f dot 2f is meaning that I needed only two decimal places after the point. If you generally, if you not mention, it will be able to get seven decimal places. If you are just mentioning a dot 2f, we are only able to get two decimal places after the point. And again, I have given a blackboard slash and comma average. It means the value of the average is to be printed there. It will be the variable name, and at last we need to be end with a semicolon. And similarly, uh, here comes if statements. If parenthesis, inside the parenthesis I'm going to write that average is greater than or equal to 90, and we need to open curly braces and close curly braces for every if function. And if we are make sure that if we are opening a flower brace, and we should close it. If we are not able to close it, we are able to getting a error. And then uh, we are going to print that grade A. Else, if average is greater than or equal to 80, we are going to print a grade B. And if the average is greater than or equal to 70, I am going to print a grade C. And else, it means it is not above all the cases, and it means average is below 70. I am going to print we have failed the exam. At last, we have to close the flower brace. It will be stopping the program. And let me show my program how it will be run. And now I am going to show it in the online compiler program is. Let me show. Here I have written my code in program is online C online compiler, and now here we able to see the run button. And now I'm going to show my program. Have clicked run. Yeah, it is asking enter the marks for max. I'm going to enter 99 marks and press the enter. Now it will be it is asking enter the marks for physics. I'm entering 98 marks, and it is asking the marks for chemistry, and again 98. Now it's showing that your average is 98.33 and your grade is A. Since I have told that if you are taken percent dot 2f, it will be able to show only two digits after the decimal point. Now here we got 98.33, which is only two digits after the decimal point. Like this, we can take if you take dot 3f, you will get three uh, decimal places. Now I am going to show another. Uh, now I'm going to take 50 marks in maths, and again 48 in physics, and 52 in chemistry. Now, wait, 52. Very sorry. And now I am again running my program. Mm, max marks in max is 50, and physics 52, and chemistry is for 52. Now my average is 51.33. I am here written that is you have to improve. So it have been printed that you have to improve. That like this way we can enter any marks for subjects that is max, physics, and chemistry. We will be able to getting subject average and a grade. So this is my mini project in problem solving in C. And thanks for everyone.